We back, baby. Episode 5, we're here. We got a jam-packed show for you today. Nets week in review. Ooh, that's going to be good. Ralph and Roofus, Dope and Nobe. We got some breaking news for you. Can't forget a musical guest. Check us out.
The Fanatic.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
I'm so Brooklyn. Hello, Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn, keep on digging it.
Oh, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, we go on.
All net, like I'm starting for the Nets.
All right, we back, baby. Episode 5, like I said, first topic, Nets week in review. My goodness, what the last 5 games that we've been into. Check it out. We had Atlanta. Those were must-win games. Atlanta Hawks have the play-in position that we're looking for, and they have no Trae Young. He's out, surgery. This is our opportunity. If we want to make the play-in tourney, this is how we got to do it. Those two were must-win games. Brooklyn Bridges, 38 points versus the Hawks. Cam, I've been missing Johnson with a nice 29-piece for the Hawks. Followed up, but by a 4-11, 13-point performance against Detroit. Cam Johnson hurt again. Inconsistency is the name of the season. These guys literally played their behinds off against the Hawks. They faced the Grizzlies, lost that game, and that was against 10 G Leaguers. I don't even think Memphis had one person on the team that actually had a full contract. Luke Kennard was their best player at that point. You got to be kidding me. You lost to that was a throwaway game that they should have won that they lost. Then we're playing Philly, no Joel Embiid, no Maxey. Come out with the win, thank God. And then we have Detroit, and you lose to a team that hasn't won double-digit wins yet. The team that was facing the record for most losses in a season. The team that you barely beat just to avoid being the team that lost to them, and now you finally lose to them. What is going on? Right now, we can't do anything great. Normally, you have a team that does one thing good, one thing bad, and then you can kind of point to where the deficiencies come from. We are 24th in points per game, 24th in steals, 20th in offensive rating, 20th in defensive rating, 13th in rebounding. Oh, but we're 6th in three-point field goals, so we do good in terms of making some threes, but we can't do anything else. Literally, we are on the wrong end of the spectrum for every single offensive rating that you can think of. What is going on? Super talented. We have people who are excelling in their roles on any other team. Mikal Bridges was touted for 5 first-rounders last season. Cam Johnson touted for 3 first-rounders last season. DFS, 2 first-rounders last season. These are people who are role players, but role players that are at the upper spectrum of that role player position. We can't, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Detroit, lost. Memphis, lost. Atlanta, we did have a convincing win, thank goodness, but what is going on? I don't know what we're going to do. If we take a look at the standings right now, we were, last episode, 3 games out of the play-in spot. Look at it today. We're still in 11th position. We are 3.5 games out of the play-in spot right now. How did Atlanta gain a half a game ahead of us? How did that? There's no Trae Young. What is going on right now? Nets Nation, I don't know. This is a confusing season for everybody. None of us have any idea what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen by the end of the season. We'll check out the schedule at the end of the show to see what we have, and I'll make some predictions. But at this point, it's just inconsistency. We can beat anybody any day, and we can lose to anybody any day. Kevin Ollie, my man, you're the interim coach. Right now, it's looking like you're not going to get a chance this summer. It's looking like there's going to be a new coach in Brooklyn. In terms of a superstar, in terms of changing things, it's going to be hard. salary cap. They're trying to avoid the repeater tax. We're looking to see if we can get anybody to come to play in Brooklyn right now. Free agent class of 2025. That seems to be the goal. We still got to get through next season. I'm concerned. I'm concerned, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, you never know what may happen with Chicago. You don't know what may happen with Atlanta. Indiana is pretty solidified. I'm not seeing them slide at all. Right now, our only hope is Atlanta. Hopefully Atlanta takes a nosedive and we can at least sneak into the playoff tourney. But right now, it's not looking good, Nets fans. It's not looking good. So look, Nets fans, I get it. I know it's frustrating. We've had an inconsistent. Wait, say that again? Hey, all right. Hey, guys, look, it looks like we got some breaking news right now. Let's go out to Tron Burgundy and see what's going on. Fanatic, thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to the people. We've got some breaking news, Nets fans. Ben Simmons done for the season. Now, I know, but before you get worked up, we got an inside scoop into Ben Simmons in his home talking to Mikal Bridges and Sean Marks. Check this out.
My body different. I'm breathing different. You understand what I'm saying? The doctor said I wasn't gonna walk the same. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out.
Yo, hey, man, pull your skirt down, B. The streets is missing you, yo. Come on, man, what you wanna give all this up? You know what? You just need a little more rest, B. Cover up, get you some soup, some tea.
Come on, man.
You talking crazy, B. Hey, yo, check here, your man, give him a thermometer, take his temperature or something, man. I'm out of here, man.
Now, we don't know what caused this whole fiasco. I can only assume based on his previous history, just like everyone else, but not the injury history you're thinking about. What about the Kardashian curse? Ben Simmons was dating a Kardashian, and we all know what happens when you date Kardashians. Look at him. He looks spry, young, ready to go, fit. But let's take a look at who did not survive the Kardashian curses. We've got Emar Dove. This man ended up in a house in Vegas, high off crack, and no one knows why. His wife left him, Chloe, and now look where he's at, struggling to survive. Then, of course, we can't forget the biggest drop of them all, Ye. What did you do to your mouth, bro? Like, my goodness, you have aluminum foil teeth. What happened, Kanye? Ye? Yeezy? Yeezus? What are we calling you these days? I don't even know. All I know is look at the cycle of craziness that happens when you date a Kardashian. This right here is the downfall of Benjamin David Simmons. You heard it here first, folks. I'm Tron Burgundy. Stay tuned for more updates. Back to you, Fanatic. Hey, Tron Burgundy. Appreciate you. Guys, you see it. Ben Simmons, done for the season. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised, but I don't think any of us are surprised right now. Let's just take a look at the season timeline. He played his first 5 games of the season, 7.4 points per game, 10 rebounds, 7.2 assists. Before you start applauding, remember this man is making $37 million for that stat line. Did not play versus the Celtics, injury maintenance, coming off of that surgery, remember, last year. 2 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists in 33 minutes back in November 6th. Then he missed the next 38 games with the same injury he had surgery for. Comes back, played 9 to 12 games, 6 starts, 5.9 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5.1 assists, $37 million. And then now he's shut down for the remainder of the season. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, Nets fans have mixed feelings in terms of Ben Simmons. I'm sure Ben Simmons has mixed feelings in terms of himself. I feel like we knew this was going to happen. I feel like a part of him did this to himself, but then I also feel bad for him. It's kind of hard not to have that duality of emotion when it comes to Ben Simmons. I mean, if you look at his career from when he got drafted in Philly all the way now up until this point in Brooklyn, a lot of promise. Comes into the league, touted to be the next LeBron James, just without a jumper. Even Kobe said it. Kobe is famous for saying it. If he develops a jumper, he'll be dangerous, but without it, he'll regret it when he retires in his career. Right now, he can't stay healthy. He just can't stay on the court for a consistent amount of time. His personality, the fact that he willingly did not play in Philadelphia after that postseason against Trae Young, Ice Trae that punked him out of his game and his spirit, you know, that rubbed fans the wrong way. He refused to go to practice. He refused to participate in training camp. He held out. He had Rich Paul as his agent. Rich Paul, one of the best agents who actually broke a record in the offseason for most contracts signed in terms of monetary value, let him go. He said, I don't want to do it anymore. He dropped him as a client. Ben Simmons has misstepped a lot of strategies that he should have had in terms of his career. Work on your game. We don't need to see the MVP tapes every summer. We already understand you're in the gym, but you got a jumper in the summer. You got a three-pointer in the summer. You got a step back in the summer. You got a fadeaway in the summer. But then come the season, you don't even look at the rim. 7.4 points per game, but in the summer, you're showing me you're dropping 30 on an AAU league. Like, what is going on? And then now you can't get back on the court. I don't know, man. I mean, can you at least rehab, whether that's going to be surgery, whether that's going to be a holistic option? Can you come back next season and actually play through the season to earn a decent contract? I don't know. He's making $40 million next year. That's a lot of money on the books right now for the Nets. We're past the deadline for a disabled player exception. I believe that was like January 15th or somewhere around there where a team can apply for that. So right now we're stuck with Ben Simmons. The only options that we have, we can either trade him, which we're going to have to add picks to a trade just for a team to take him. Unless it's for like a Zach LaVine, somebody who's already injury prone as well. We can go ahead and stretch him in terms of his contract. That'll be 5 years, $8 million a year, keep him on the books. You can look at waiving him, but I doubt Ben Simmons is going to take a pay cut in terms of getting waived. He knows this is his last big contract. He's not stupid. He knows that. He's not going to accept a discount just to move on to another team. I don't know what's going to happen to Ben Simmons right now. I kind of feel bad for the dude. I kind of don't. We'll see. But what does this say about Sean Marks? Sean Marks is the one who traded James Harden for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, if you guys remember, during the bubble had issues with the same back that he's having issues with now. Now, how did that pass a physical? How did that go undetected? The issues being this serious where he's literally gone for the season? I don't know. But we're going to find out this summer. This summer is going to be critical for the Nets in terms of Ben Simmons, in terms of our roster construction, in terms of where we go from here. This rebuilding project is done for year one. It's obvious. I mean, like I said in the earlier part of the show, we're very inconsistent. This team was built around Ben 10, and now he's gone. We'll see if we can forge a new identity and maybe make some headway. But right now, Sean Marks' seat, that seat is burning. It's super hot for you, Sean Marks. You're on the clock. Let's see what you can do. Ben, I wish you the best. I hope the best for you. I don't want to see an MVP tape this summer. Please don't put one out. Please do yourself the favor. Just do your surgery, take your rehab, come back, show up, change your game. You're not going to be an explosive point guard anymore. It's over. That day is done. If this is going to be your second back surgery, the explosiveness, the athleticism, now you're going to have to start using your IQ. Come back a different player, come back a better player. Let's see what we can do, whether we can raise your trade value or even keep you on a longer-term deal that's just way smaller in terms of money. We'll figure it out. But right now, just get better, man. enough of Ben Simmons and all the nonsense that we've gone through all season. Let's take a look at Ralph and Roofus and see what they got in store for us today.
You gotta be a real smarty pants to know the answers to all these questions.
They was talking about the Brooklyn Nets. I'll take all their money.
The Fanatic of Brooklyn Nets podcast is proud to present Nets in Jeopardy. Today we're here with our special contestant, Ralph. Ralph, I hear you're a big Nets fan.
Big fan? I'm the biggest fan, actually.
Get off me! Touch me like that one more time and your life will be in jeopardy.
Roofus, what are you doing here?
Looks like we have a new contestant.
What? Your new contestant?
Where's Alex Trebek at?
Alex Trebek? No, I'm Alex Treblack.
Who?
Alex Treblack, and I'm your host. Can we get started, please?
Don't be rushing me, Mr. Alex Treblack.
I don't know why you're here, Roofus, but just like Jay-Z, I will not lose. This is for Brooklyn.
We'll see about that. Where's my buzzer at?
Telling you, Ralph and Roofus are always up to something crazy. Stay tuned for more episodes of Ralph and Roofus. They are hilarious. But your favorite time of the show, my favorite time of the show, Dope and Nope. Let's see what you guys got to say about this season's Brooklyn Nets. Mr. at DBM Lives. I love the Nets, but apparently they hate me. And your point is self for glass. Dope. Very dope. They might just hate all of us right now, because right now they're just not even trying. Like if you look at the game against Detroit, if you look at the game against Memphis, where's the effort? I'm just not seeing it on a consistent basis. It's really just, it's bipolar. It's inconsistent. That is a dope take. Appreciate you. What we got next? David at David Bethea. I'm gonna try to pronounce that though. Let's try that. David B. Thea? Maybe? I don't know. I'm giving it a shot. We couldn't stop Kevin Hart from scoring. Dope. Kevin Hart probably would average 30 against the Nets right now. Remember, 20th in defensive rating. This is a fact. So, yeah, that's a very dope take. What we got next? NBA at NBA Truth 1. Ethan Hawke is still here. We will be all right. Jake! Jake! I love Ethan Hawke. Great actor. Huge Nets fan. And he's also doing the promotion for the Borrow Nets clothing line. So check that out if you can. But yeah, that's a dope take as well. I love it. What we got next? Joseph at Joseph Johnny. Please trade Ben Sharman in the offseason. Literally for anything. A copier, marbles. Just get him off the payroll. I agree with you. That's dope. I agree with you. Can we trade him? Who's going to take Ben? Like, realistically, if we really sit there and think about it for a second, who is willing to take on a $40 million contract next season for a player who might not even play next season? The last back surgery that Ben Simmons had, he said out of his own mouth he was supposed to be out for 12 months, a year. It's March. If Ben Simmons gets a surgery next week, he's out until March of next year. That's the entire season. I don't know. Maybe a team is going to be looking for cap relief. I mean, that is a $40 million expiring contract. That's the only option that I can see outside of he finds a non-surgical solution to his problem, comes back, and then gives you a decent stat line with that expiring contract. That's the only scenario I can see. And even then, what teams are going to be willing to do that? I mean, you got Chicago. They've got Lonzo Ball, who can't get back on the court. They got Zach LaVine, who can't get back on the court. So maybe that's an option or a possibility. A lot of people are saying San Antonio, but who's San Antonio really willing to give up for a Ben Simmons that might not ever play? Plus, don't forget Ben Simmons is beefing with Victor Wembanyama over that Louis Vuitton contract. I already know how you feel, Ben. I know. So I'm going to say that's a dope take for now, but who can we actually trade him for? Put in the comments below who you think Ben Simmons could get traded for. I'm curious to see your takes. What do we got next? The box of shame. Yeah, right now it is pretty shameful. We got a lot of dopes today. That is dope. What do we got next? Oh, by the way, let's go back to that last one. I just wanted to shout you out. That's Cran Gist at Prince Herb. So that's a great take. Let's go to the next one. We got V at Maddie B36. After watching this mess, I keep telling myself I survived 12 and 70. I can survive anything. Very dope, sir. You did. And remember, that was in Jersey. So shout out to the throwback. That was a New Jersey Nets record, which I'm not proud of, but we did survive that. We could go 0 for 82 and it's still gravy. That's what Hove says. Dope take, sir. What do we got next? Piss him at Piss him off. I've never seen a team trade multiple stars and end up good within the next season. Stop crying. It takes time. True. But I will say this. Even though you are correct in that, you got to remember the organization has not been transparent with us fans this season. Sean Marks said it's not going to be a rebuild. It's going to be a retool. Those are the exact words he used. He refuses to trade a 27-year-old Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is whom he said he wanted to build the team around. Now, if you want to build the team around a player who's 27 years old in their prime, then that means that you are not rebuilding. You're retooling, like he said. So where are the parts? Who have you added? You've added Dennis Schroeder. Your goal is to get under the luxury tax, which is a rebuilding move. You have a bunch of expiring contracts, no long-term contracts. The only players on the books for next season and beyond is Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas. That's it. Oh, and Cam Johnson, excuse me. Cam Thomas is going to be up for an extension next season, but right now you got Mikal and you got Cam Johnson on the books. Outside of that, DFS has a team option, so the team can let him go anytime they choose. This looks like a rebuild. Y'all just wouldn't tell us. Y'all aren't being honest with us. Be honest with your fans. That's how you get the fans behind you. That's how you get everybody with you. That's how you get that momentum. People in the stadium and in the arena cheering for the team because they expect it. But the fact that this is a rebuild and we all know it, you passed on getting your own picks back from Houston. Might come back to haunt you. But that's it for Dope and Nope. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Keep those takes coming in. I love them. You love them. Let's make it happen. Right now, let's take a look at the statistics for the season. Let's see who's leading right now. Points per game. It used to be Mikal Bridges. He is slowly dipping. That's the inconsistency we talked about earlier. We got Killer Cam at 20.9. He's actually set to come back next game, so shout out to you. Hopefully, we can go on a run now that you're back. We'll see. We got Brooklyn Bridges at 20.9, and my man Dennis the Menace at 14.6. Nice come up. You overtook Cam Johnson on that. I like that. I like that. What do we got next for assist? Ben. Well, he's done for the season. Shout out to Tron Burgundy. So we'll just, scratch that one off. Dennis Schroeder at 5.6 assists per game. Dennis Smith Jr. at 3.9. And then for rebounds, we got, of course, Nicky Claxton. 9.8 rebounds per game. You dip below 10. Come on, brother, get that back up. You just need double digits your contract year. You got an extension coming up, or at least a new deal. I don't know what you want to do or close out the season on, but we got to lift that number up. We got Ben 10 at 7.9, done for the season. And my man Dayron Sharp at 6.7 rebounds per game. We definitely need some rebounding here. I mean, we're 13th in the league so far. Can we get to the top 10 at least? That would help. In terms of schedule, let's see what we got coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 games on the road. Charlotte, Cleveland, Orlando, Indiana, San Antonio. Then we're back at home for the Pelicans, and then we're back on the road for the Bucks. If I were to give you a prediction on this one, I'm going to say, and remember, we are super inconsistent, so this can go any way, but I'm going to say a win at Charlotte, loss at Cleveland, loss at Orlando, loss at Indiana, a win against the Spurs. I'm going to say a win against the Pelicans. I actually think we're going to win that game against the Pelicans and then lose to the Bucks. So let's see if that holds true. Let me know in the comments below what your predictions are for the next few games that we have coming up. And let's see where we end up. I mean, this is the last run of the season. We need every single win Every game here is a must win. We need every game here. So let's see what we can do. Hopefully we make the play-in. We'll see. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a tough season, but we're still here rocking with us. Thank you for rocking with the show. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, do your thing. Peace.
The goal is not to be successful and famous. That's not the goal. The goal is, if you have a specific God-given ability, is to live your life out through that. Right. One. And two, we have a responsibility to push the conversation forward until we're all equal. Until we're all equal in this place, because until everyone's free, no one's free. And that's just the fact.
Can't forget a special guest today. We got Emar Dove. This dude, super talented. When I say he has bars, I'm talking about bars on bars on bars. This is his joint, Run It Back. All his socials will be below. Check it out.
Excuse me, mister.
Get no feedback, but I'm still working. Even when the block is quiet, boy, we still serving. Ain't nobody in the club, but she still twerking. Diversified portfolios, niggas still learning. That's why none of y'all can really help me. If I had a to the picture, boy, it'd probably be a selfie. I'm gaining weight, eating healthy. Shorty said you looking good. I told her, baby, you ain't gotta tell me. Oh, let's run it back. Can't believe they ends or the numbers or the stats. Guess I need to get me some awards and some plaques. So when the boys talking, man, they know they hearing facts. Oh Lord, oh, let's run it back. Can't believe they ends or the numbers or the stats. Guess I need to get me some awards and some plaques. So when the boys talking, man, they know they hearing facts. Oh Lord, the grip up on the ball, don't see me fumbling. Hey, you can call me Mr. Dove, don't need my government. Don't let me win my know that I'm gon' rub it in. Trying to fill the safe up so much, gotta shove it in. Cause I got shit to lose, so why we scared to fuck it up? Uphill battles like a check, you see me run it up. To them L say to the chin, I had to suck it up. Get the dub, I hate when say that shit was luck. Well, oh, let's run it back. Can't believe they ends or the numbers or the stats. Guess I need to get me some awards and some plaques. So when the boys talking, man, they know they hearing facts. Oh Lord, oh, let's run it back. Can't believe they ends or the numbers or the stats. Guess I need to get me some awards and some plaques. So when the boys talking, man, they know they hearing facts. Oh, I'm staying all about the job like I'm in D. Some people think I'm lonely, I just call it having peace. I just need a blunt roll and a bad one on the knee. She said my presence is a blessing, I should probably charge a fee. Just focus on exposure and we gotta get this bread up. We been stepping on their toes, they ain't like this since they met us. Cause I make it look so easy that they think this shit is set up. And when I lose these crutches, boy, I'm still gonna be a leg up. Oh, let's run it back. Can't believe they ends or the numbers or the stats. Guess I need to get me some awards and some plaques. So when the boys talking, man, they know they hearing facts. Oh Lord, oh, let's run it back. Can't believe they ends or the numbers or the stats. Guess I need to get me some awards and some plaques. So when the boys talking, man, they know they hearing facts. Oh Lord.